Hello everyone, this is my level 35 guy. So, some people asked what I was doing, what makes him so special. It's not much. He just uses some certain things, and so I'll explain everything I use and why I use it.
So, close any cases lately?
One of the first things is Leo. If you give him,
remember,
if you go into his thing and you give him a quantum.
Ooh, take a leap. I do wish you didn't make my urine. Cheers to you.
Okay, so once you give him the quantum, you'll notice you get 50 extra HP. So then, he's also built on food buffs. So if you saw in the stats, carnivore, scaly skin, those would be the only two I'd really use. As talons, I'm not really a fan of it because I'm not using an arm, but the bleed damage is it's alright. So you're going to want to use any HP buff, so we're going to use blood bug. Carnival plies work. We're going to use company tea for the AP regen. Soft shell crab meat, these are great for max APs. You're going to want to use any energy resists, any kind of energy resist foods, damage resist foods. The agility works to counter the talons. So then you're going to want to put strength in there, any melee buff. So I have my hounds. This is a damage resist. Nuka dogs work good too for HPs. Candy works good for charisma. Angler again for max HP. Popcorn to help slow your food when you're running. Rad sticks for perception. This is energy resist. So we'll use this one, but you can also use the other one as you saw is from the cave crook, it gives you 20. Also I think, so we're going to use Gorge Beast. Smoked fillets gives you carry weight.
No wonder if it made it into the vault. Shouldn't have stayed up all night listening to radio plays.
Yagwai pastries also, you can buy these from Cold World. You can use these if you don't have other ones. Anything with endurance gives you more health. So basically, and then if you have the magazine, which I don't have the magazine, I forget what it is. Food magazine that doubles everything. It would double everything. So, and also if you use strange numbers, you would also improve yourself as well. So as you can see, he's at 435 HP for a level 35 Kirk. So, those are just some of the things I do to get up there. Like I said, I would not use talons because I don't like the negative agility that actually removes AP. But it is what it is. I got those naturally through just using rad showers, things like that. So for the weapons and armor, you're going to want to find anything assassins. I'm using an all metal set. This one happens to have cryo, that's the reason why I use it. So I have metal armor. And this one I'm still rolling to try to find another 5th Assassin's metal piece, which I haven't got yet. I'm also working on a full combat armor set, assassin set. I have also a level 5 raider set that I have laying around. I've been working on different low levels, but my next set is going to be a combat armor. Level 20 or it mix between either level 20 and all level 20 or a mix of level 30 and level 20. Okay, so His weapons are always mixtures, but this is what everybody asks. The anti-armor flaming chainsaw. I have the plasma rifle, level 25. Level 25 crit damage cryolator with snowballs on it. This is more just for range, just for fun. Burning Love, this is a lot of fun. I run the cryo arrow on it, as it does burning damage and cryo damage. So yeah, you get 2 for 1 out of that one. It's also assassins, so it makes, you can actually have a lot of fun with this one. At the start of the show, everybody asks, it's only level 15, but it is Cold Shoulder. You can't normally craft Cold Shoulder unless you have Gunsmith 2 or Gunsmith 3. Unless you can find a friend like I do, who will actually share Gunsmith with you, and then you can craft it, and then you can mod it yourself over time. That's the reason why it's no higher than level 15, because I haven't crafted another one. You gotta use legendary modules and everything, so it's just, it is what it is, but it's still very strong for what it is. Quad bash damage cryolator. I wish it was a different roll, but you know, it's still quad, so it's level 25.
Odd sorts.
My vampire drill, everybody loves it.
Focused on preserving a past.
Piercing drill bit adds to a lot of it. Okay, perk cards. As you can see, I would rather know. The only thing that there is a damage increase of is Archer. Traveling Pharmacy, because I do carry chems, a lot of super stims, and chems for what I do. Blocker, because chainsaws, anything that hits you. This it works against auto melee, so it helps for when people hit me with a chainsaw back. Incisor, more armor, well, because at this level, you're not, no matter what you do, the increase of damage. Hold on, let's walk away from this guy. The increase in damage is not, to me, is not the same as the increase of armor penetration. So if I can penetrate your armor, especially against power armors, I'm gonna hit you for a lot harder than, say, if I have, because it's all additive, it's not much more points in there. Swings, martial art, that's why I have 1 point in Incisor, a little bit of extra armor penetration. Martial artist, swing speed, more DPS. If I can hit you faster with the chainsaw or the drill, you will actually feel it harder and faster. It also makes them weigh less, so that's just to help with weight, because again, I'm not very in this low level build. Skeet shooter is for Cold Shoulder, to keep its accuracy controlled. That's why there's no other shotgun perks. Concentrated fire, that's self-explanatory. Target the head, limbs, target the head or the fusion core and power armor. If you target the fusion core and power armor and you crit it, you normally will kill a power armor user. Archer, I think this was just because it was a roll. You got it out of a perk, out of a perk pack. Cola nut, because yes, I do run colas. I run all the colas. Fireproof, less damage from fires. People use flamers, this helps. Lone Wanderer. I don't play in a team most of the time, as I just don't really get into teams. Plus 20% less damage, and the 30% AP regen is actually a lot better for me. Keeps my VATs up. Lets me run the chainsaw faster, lets me run the drill longer. Less damage is less damage, that's pretty much Field Surgeon. I want the stim packs and rataways to work faster. Mostly just the stim packs, as rataway, I didn't have starch genes up until recently, so I don't really use rataway. I'll explain that right now when I get to legendary perks. Stim packs though, with first aid and Born Survivor, it's almost guaranteed that this will proc fast. First aid and Field Surgeon paired with healing salves, if you spam healing salves, will almost be like over and over diluted stim packs. The reason is, I spam healing salves is there's no animation. It's basically like if you're in a power armor and you're spamming stim packs. There's no animation to the stim pack in a power armor, and there's no animation to the healing salve in a non-power armor. So on top of Cola Nut, with the colas and healing salves, I can pretty much tank a lot of it. So that's why this is always there. I don't always use Field Surgeon, but I will always use First Aid for the extra benefit from healing salves. Action Boy for the AP regen. Again,
In another life, I may
this
have
is
taken up
just for
photography,
being able to run and move.
but I don't believe people would take
And
kindly to a
chainsaws.
ghoul snapping a
Through
shotgun.
Hiker, gotta carry lots of food. Born Survivor, it's lifesaver basically. It comes in handy all the time. Serendipity, basically any bloody build knows this. This actually helps against even in low level builds. Well, you'll actually proc it quite a bit. You'll actually proc itself. Both these will proc at the same time and actually save my life sometimes. And Starch Genes, which a lot of people keep their rad showers around, and sometimes I gotta counter it. So I don't want them to try to find. I've had to find the serum beef again, and I don't like doing that. So just Starch Genes always. The legendary perks are as follows. What's rads? It's to give me radiation resist. Also, when you're low level and if you want to run mutations, you don't want to worry about the mutation disappearing. Run what's rads and just slowly watch the radiation disappear over time, and you will not lose your mutations. Just always sell your rad away so that you don't actually accidentally use it. That's also the reason why I keep Nuka Grapes. Nuka Grapes will do the same thing. If you use a Nuka Grape, it will remove your radiation, but not your mutation. So that's kind of the benefit of that. Sizzling Style and Funky Duds, fireproof, basically flamers. A lot of people use Holy Fire. A lot of people use the Plasma Flamer. This actually benefits it. That is the reason why I'm wearing all metal armor and not mix and match like in some of my other high level builds where you see that I'm using mixed match armor. These three cards benefit a low level player a lot better because
Have
it's
you ever been to
instant
Nuka-Lil?
radiation,
Oh,
it's instant
quite
fire, and
wonderful
instant poison.
back in the day.
Follow
sure
through.
some ruffians
If I can
think
hit
they're
you with the
home,
sneaked
but
range, I will increase for a few minutes, so it gives me a little extra target damage. That's the reason for the Crail with the snowballs. Doesn't take you out of danger, but puts you in danger. It actually silenced guns, so if I can hit you with snowballs first and then hit you with the other guns, it'll benefit me. Farfung, these last two are just kind of if you want to fill in with whatever. Ammo factory is just because I make ammo for myself constantly, just to benefit myself. Farflung, just, hey, anything to give myself an extra little bit of damage. So, I get a lot of, this thing is the best thing. Get a lot of the Mirelurk beats from here. Get you the soda machine, tons of colas, farm from here. Honey's great for AP regens. Beds if you want to speed to certain levels faster. Leo helps with a lot of that. Every cola does something different from him. Another good one to use is the Super Mutant one. Let's see. I've never used them all, so I can't actually say but the ones I do like to use is Leo. The Super Mutant guy, this one. He will he will give you melee attack damage, a +1 strength, and he'll also make your melee weapons way less. And he also sells lots of cool meats, and he sells magazines, the Groknug magazines that will give you those benefits. I also know that I've heard that she can sell you some good recipes and foods already pre-made.
Bottle always rubbed me the wrong way.
But it's more of a
Captain, he gives up a good impression. Bottle?
It's more of a RNG thing to get the food you're looking for. So yeah. So that's basically what it is. If you want to even get higher, you can use this for intelligence, agility, strength, endurance. This one gives you intelligence and perception, more AP regen if you play the piano. On the bed outside, like I said. Just company teas, always coffees for AP. It's basically, like I said, coffee. Bobbleheads, small gun bobbleheads work great. So kind of balance my low level out with a lot of just kind of, I don't know, it's funner. I have a lot of fun on my low level character. I get a lot more fights. So thank you for listening to me ramble about this guy.